I just had the 20-year reunion with my high school, and most of my high school friends have at least 2 kids. So I'm one of the only ones that don't have any.
百の花のゆきです。この番組では毎回ゲストをお呼びしてそのインタビューを配信しております。今日のゲストは英語スピーカーの方です。日本語と英語訳をつけております。それではどうぞお楽しみください。Sibo, yes, Sibo.
It's from Argentina.
So is that national flower or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I called you Sibo today.
Okay.
Look at our outfit.
Yeah, you're freezing. It's summer here. I like your hat. Very cool.
Thank you. Okay, let's get started.
Yeah.
I would like to ask your age as a generation and profession and where you live.
Okay. I'm 40. I'm an accountant, and I live in Sydney, Australia. I'm from Argentina originally.
And that's where we met.
Yeah, I remember you at that party.
Yeah, that was fun time. So, and current family structures?
I'm single.
Yeah.
I'm divorced actually, but have been single for a few years.
You are divorcee and no children.
No.
Can you tell me how do you currently have no children?
There's no opportunity really, because my relationship was never strong for my liking to decide to have children. And when I was young, I said I didn't want to have children because I wanted to focus more on my career, traveling. And then the relationship just wasn't working for that to happen.
So you said you didn't want to have children. Is that about you or is that about the relationship?
No, when I was young, it was about me. The overpopulation of this planet and giving birth wasn't an idea that I liked. But then it was about the relationship.
I'm supporting women with children in Japan, right? And most of them feel guilty because they can't contribute to raise the population. But when I interviewed the English speakers, like Western mindset, they all said the opposite. They don't want to
increase the population.
Yeah.
Although living in Australia, they probably don't agree with me because they probably would want people to have children to increase the population here. As you know, we have a lot of immigration to make up for that.
Yeah. So do you feel sort of guilty or sort of like left out or?
A little bit, but it's out of my hands now. It's not something. I reach an age where I think I'm too old to have kids, so it's not gonna happen. I don't know if I feel guilty. It's my choice, or not really my choice, but my situation. I didn't have the situation to have a child, so I don't know if I should feel guilty for that.
So after left the previous relationship, have you ever wished to have children?
Yeah, in the recent years, but it was a short feeling.
So when you said you were too old to have children, but actually there's a lot of world news talking, women in mid-40s, even over 50s had children by medical support.
Yeah.
But I feel like you closure of that wish.
Yeah. I think I'm at this age. I don't want to have anymore.
Yeah.
No, I don't want my kid to be 20 and me 60.
Fair enough. Yeah. And early 40s, thinking back of myself, everyone around you started to building families, started to have, newborn babies.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
And
even before.
Before, yeah. How do you do with everyone around having kids?
I'm fine. I
Mm.
don't mind kids. I don't love kids, but I don't mind them.
Mhm.
I don't feel excluded or
Yeah. When you heard your friends having baby shower, or you're just happy to be there.
yeah, I support it. Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. Some women, feel little tingling and
Jealousy maybe. Yeah.
jealousy. I think maybe because you are happy to accept, who you are.
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have 2 younger sisters.
Do they have kids?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, none of my family have kids.
Okay. Can I ask, is it by their choice or?
Yeah. I think the youngest one has a partner, but they're not married yet, or so they've been living together, but I don't think the children is in their thoughts at this point. She's
Mhm.
34. So I think she probably thinks she has time. And the one in the middle is more like me. She's also single. So
Mhm.
we had dogs.
You have siblings and yourself all don't have children. Do you think some reason behind or just simply?
I don't know, because my mom loved children, and she always wanted to have more. Even she had us 3.
Mhm.
But my parents divorced when we were young, so
Mm,
I think that probably affected the way we saw the
mm,
family. But I don't know if there was anything in the uprising that determined that we didn't have children. It's
mm.
just more of our choice, I think.
Yeah. You said you just came back from holiday. Did you go
Mm,
to Argentina?
yeah.
I don't know. Recently, I'm very interested in young people's voices. Back in my time, when you reach the age, you find a partner, you
Mm,
getting married and have a children. But
yeah.
younger generation here, or maybe all over the world,
Mm,
don't have that concept anymore.
yeah.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
So I like that. I was wondering if Argentina would be the same.
Argentina has a lot of problems with the society at the moment, and the government subsidizes a lot of the children. So when you have a family and the income is low, then they pay you to maintain your children,
Mm,
to support. So a lot of families are having children to get the money from the government. I don't think there is an infertility problem. I
mm,
haven't heard of any programs that from the government to help the population expand.
mm.
I don't think that's an issue there.
Do you think that?
Most people I know. Sorry, I just
Mm,
had the 20-year reunion with my high school, and
mm,
most of my high school friends have at least 2 kids. So I'm one of the only ones that don't have any.
okay. I just want to talk about your health issue.
Yes.
Could you tell us about it?
Yeah. They don't know the reason why yet. I don't have a diagnostic. They think they're leaning towards an infection in the heart. There was there was a clot in my heart that was flicking bits to different parts of the body, producing
Mm,
aneurysms. And when I was on holidays in the Maldives, I had a rupture in one of them in my abdomen. So I had a hemorrhage and I had to be evacuated from the island where we were. Then they flew me to Singapore from the Maldives, and then finally to Sydney. And when I came to Sydney, I ended up in the hospital again, but then I had 2 strokes. So there were brain aneurysms that bursted. Yeah, 2019 was a rough year.
you are young to.
Mm, I was 36.
Do you have any sign before that?
Yeah, no warning at all. Nothing.
Do you still have symptoms?
So with the stroke, the second stroke left me hemiplegic. The left side of my body was paralyzed. And then I went to a rehab hospital. And with a lot of work, most things came back. So I have still problems with my foot, my left foot. I can't control it very well. I can walk. I don't use a cane anymore. But I can't run, for instance. And then cognitive, I suffer a lot of fatigue. So I'm tired all the time. Attention problems, memory. Those are the side effects that are left.
How often?
It's pretty often, the fatigue. I went back to work, but I had to go part-time. So I was doing 6 hours a week only, with the idea that I will increase them. But it's been a while, and it's still very low hours.
Is there any cure?
No, it's just learning to live with this.
Right.
And therapies. I go to physio a couple of times a week. There's also a neuropsychologist that you go for cognitive reasons. So that helps, but I probably won't be back to what I was before. Most likely I won't go back there.
Affect to your mood as well?
I did. Now I take medication, but yeah, I was very depressed at one point, especially because of the lack of independency. My father basically moved in with me to help me. So I used to live alone and do everything by myself, and then I had to get his help for most things, like driving, going to appointments, doing things at home.
That must be hard. Yeah. When I was 40 to 10 years, I couldn't cope with smoke, smell, crowdedness, and air changing. So, I was the teacher. So when I turned to the student from writing a whiteboard, I fainted, I feel disgust, I feel dizzy.
Wow.
And I went everywhere. And I thought it's kind of hormone related. That's only I could name my symptoms.
Wow.
And I started to have treatment, but never stopped that symptoms.
Never recovered.
Never.
Wow.
In the end, I decided to live with it.
Yeah, it's similar. I have to learn to live with this.
I do hope a lot.
So that's another factor, that for me to have a kid with this situation, it's not really a possibility. I don't even know if I could have kids, because I never tried fertility wise. But yeah, being so tired all the time and having the problems that I have, it wouldn't be easy to have a kid. Lucky that I didn't have before. Although there are people who have them and then they have strokes and they cope, but usually because they have a family, so they have a partner or a husband or a wife that would help them to get through. But that's not my case.
Well, you look so healthy and you haven't changed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have changed.
No, you haven't. Do you do some workout?
Yeah, I go to the gym and do physio. And I walk my dog.
Yeah. What type of dog do you have?
It's a terrier. It's a rescue. I adopted her.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Hello.
Is it a cavoodle?
Golden doodle.
Oh, she's so cute. It's a girl.
She's a girl.
Very cute.
Yeah. Do you think you learn something from being,
Sick.
Mm,
Yeah, I think it made me appreciate little things more and be grateful for things that you get for granted. Yeah, you learn to live with what you can do. Maybe I can't run, but I can go for a walk.
I once heard a speech who had AIDS. He he said he gonna reborn. He wants to have same symptoms.
Oh,
Because that drives him pray more harder. Like you said, he can appreciate what he has.
yeah. I don't know if to the point where I would want this to happen to me again if I was reborn.
Oh no, me
I
either.
don't think so.
No.
I guess we adapt. We learn to live like with what we have.
Yeah. This is the funny question. What do you think about motherhood?
It's a big responsibility. It's great. There's like mothers are usually, they say it's the best thing that happened to them, and they wouldn't change it. But yeah, it's probably not for me. I don't have that love for children. Like if I know them, I'm fine with them, but I don't like. My mother was a teacher. She was obsessed with kids, but I don't have that sense of wanting a kid and stuff.
You get a dog.
Yeah.
That's motherhood.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I was just gonna say it's a lot of responsibility, and for a dog, you have to do everything for them. Well, I guess it's like having a baby, because until kids are grown up, they don't do much by themselves. So yeah.
Another question I am interested in is that, do you want to live long?
Probably not. 80 at the most.
Oh, 80 is good.
80 is pretty long. It's double what I'm now. But I don't know if I would like to live that long.
I just asking this question because I don't know, many women without children in my support group, they all said no, and many say that because they don't have children, they don't have anything to look forward to it.
That's true.
You're just getting old, and if you have children, if you look forward to see grandchildren.
True. Yeah, and the dogs don't live that much.
Yes. So do you feel any problem with having no children?
Not really.
Many in my group, in my community, answered, yeah, they worried about later life.
Yes. And that's a lot of times the reason why people have children.
Yeah.
To get somebody who will look after you when you're old.
But I believe in our generation, the robot's gonna help us. Yeah.
Maybe in Japan.
No. So when you get older and you can't walk, hey, robot,
give me a glass of water. That would be great.
In that era, maybe each one has their own robot. As we have mobile,
I never thought of it that way.
The technology improves so fast.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true.
Okay, so this is gonna be the big question.
Oh.
What is your definition of fulfillment or happiness?
Yeah, I was scared of this question actually. Because I don't know if I have a definition.
Me either.
It's really difficult one. I think having freedom to choose things that you want to do. So the freedom to have children or not, or to, I don't know, so many things. But definitely freedom is a big factor. And then when you enjoy the little moments, I think little moments make happiness. So maybe it's not a big thing, but a conjunction of little things, an addition of little things.
Oh, I love it. I like that. And last question. Do you have any goals or dreams?
Do I have? At the moment is to go back to work on a more hours. So yeah, I would dream of working back where, like what I was working before, and then travel, visiting different places.
Japan.
I've been to Japan and I love it. I would love to go back.
Come to
Yeah.
Tokyo.
I hope.
I'm really enjoying talking with you, especially when I see you. I can see the reflection of the light.
The light,
So
yeah. There's like a circle. Yeah, true.
So you are like a Maria.
It's just the light is like right above. It's right there.
So when you talk about your definition of happiness, it looks like you look like Maria.
Oh, you're funny.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Sibo.
Thanks, Yuki.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, and looking forward to seeing you in Sydney again.
Yes.
いかがでしたでしょうか。なんと聖母の花言葉、困難に立ち向かう強さ。彼女そのまま。幸せの定義っていうのを最後に聞いたら、人生に選択の自由を与えられたことってね、子供を産む産まない。マーヤちゃんがここにいるいない。外国に留学に行く行かない。言い換えれば、外国に行ける行けないの自由があるわけですよね。今でも多くの国ではそんな自由でさえ奪われちゃってね、生活するのに精一杯という世界だってあるわけですからね。Hi Sable, thank you so much for sharing your health journey. I'm so proud of you and you are loved. Woof, woof. I'm sure you encouraged so many people who are watching this. I'll look forward to catching up again one day and having another crazy night. それでは今日はこの辺で。Bye flowers!